Hey guys, hope you're well. I'm finally back after not posting a video for 2 weeks. Unless you follow me on Twitter where I did a small announcement or you know me personally and I have told you, I didn't post a video last week because a couple of weeks ago I had a minor operation. It was just a small operation on my lower left side, just above my hip, so I had an incision there and I currently have 6 stitches, but by the time this video goes up, those stitches should have been taken out. But that's not what this video is about. Today I'm going to be doing a book tag. As far as I'm aware, no one has already done this book tag. I did look it up before starting to film this video, so I think this is an original. Now I'm sure you all know who Zoella is, and over the last couple of years she has been working with WH Smith to create a book club. There has been 3 rounds of the Zoella Book Club so far. The first 2 were in 2016 and the 3rd round was earlier this year. That one was the Zoella and Friends Book Club, where she included some authors' favourite choices as well. So over these 3 rounds of the Zoella Book Club there has been 24 books that I have read. There is 8 books in each round of the book club, and I'm going to be talking across all 3 rounds today when I do this tag. So there are 8 questions that I'm going to answer today, and in response to each of these questions I tried to choose just one book, but for some of them I ended up picking 2 books because I couldn't choose between the 2 of them. But this is my tag, so if I want to choose 2 books then I will. So I think that's enough rambling now, let's just get on to the questions. Question number 1. Which Zoella Book Club book did you finish the quickest? For me this was Orbiting Jupiter by Gary D. Schmidt. This is a very short book and I managed to read this whole thing in one sitting. Question number 2. Which book in the Zoella Book Club did you not enjoy as much as you thought you would? I'm going to have to say Girlhood by Kat Clark. I did like this book, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I'm not saying that I didn't like this book at all, because I did enjoy it still, but it just wasn't one of my favourites. Question 3. Which book in the Zoella Book Club did you think that you would not like, but ended up really enjoying? For this, I'd have to say Frozen Charlotte by Alex Bell. I'm really not a fan of horror stories. I don't like scary films or anything like that, but I was really pleasantly surprised by this one. I ended up really enjoying it, although I would still say don't read this before bed. Question number 4. Which exclusive book cover was your favourite? So if you didn't know, when WH Smith brings out each round of the Zoella Book Club, all 8 books in each round have exclusive covers that you can only buy from WH Smith. Obviously you can buy the books elsewhere, but if you want the exclusive covers that they offer, you can only buy them from WH Smith. So I would have to say that out of the exclusive covers, this edition of The Skies Everywhere is my favourite. I like how simplistic this book cover is. I also love the colours of the sunset on it. It's just a beautiful book, and it also helps that the book is brilliant as well. Question number 5 is, which book from the Zoella Book Club would you like to see made into a film? This was one of those questions where I found it really hard to choose just one book. I did manage it in the end, but I found it really difficult because there are so many amazing books that would make great films. I know there are some books that have already been made into films, like A Monster Calls and Everything Everything, and there are also some books that are being made into films at the moment or are going to be made into films. I'm really excited for All the Bright Places. I chose The 12 Days of Dash and Lily, and I know that this is a Christmas book and I'm nowhere near ready for Christmas yet. I'm certainly not going to be putting on any Christmas films, but I just thought that this would make a really cosy Christmas film. I really enjoyed reading this book last Christmas, and I just thought it would make a really cosy film for the holiday season. Question number 6. Which book from the Zoella Book Club would you recommend? So this is one of the questions where I couldn't choose just one book, so I have got 2 to talk about. The first one is Moxie, and I just loved this book. It's so empowering and I love the message that it sends out, so I would highly recommend this one. And the other book that I'm trying to hold really still right now because the cover is silver and the light behind my camera is reflecting off of it is If I Was Your Girl. I loved this book. It was so unique and very different to anything I've read. It deals with a transgender character and I would just highly recommend this one. Question number 7. Which book from the Zoella Book Club would you like to reread the most? For this I chose The One We Fell in Love With by Page 2. This book was actually my favourite after finishing round 2 of the Zoella Book Club, but unfortunately after finishing round 3 it then got knocked off of the top spot. But I absolutely love this book. It's so unique. I love the storyline, I love the characters, and I would definitely like to reread this again. And finally, question number 8. What is your favourite book from the Zoella Book Club? This was the other question where I couldn't choose between 2 books, so I am going to show you both of them, although there is one that has a slight edge over the other, I think. So the first one is Letters to the Lost, and I just loved this story. It was an absolutely incredible book, so well written. I loved the characters of Julia and Declan. Declan is now one of my all-time favourite book characters. And my other favourite is The Start of Me and You, and this book is just the definition of my perfect YA book. I loved the characters in this book, I loved the storyline, especially the ending. That was just incredible. It's everything I wanted it to be, and this will forever be one of my favourite books. So that was the Zoella Book Club tag. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've read any of the books from the Zoella Book Club, then please leave me a comment down below and tell me which one was your favourite. This book tag is open to anyone. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular apart from one person, which is Zoe from No Safer Place, because I know that she has taken part in the Zoella Book Club before. I'll leave a list of all 8 questions for this book tag in the description box below, so if you would rather have a go at doing this book tag as a blog post, then you can write your answers down rather than videoing them. However you choose to do this book tag, whether it's a blog post, whether you answer them on Twitter, or whether you do a video, don't forget to tag me. I will leave all of my social media links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week with another video. Bye!